if it's not Shrek. Hey, buddy. I zoom in again in a second, but I just realized I'll talk about eyeballs, not this guy. You can really see his eyeballs down below. It's like I'm seeing it with my own eyes, you guys. Like, he's letting me. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's letting me. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be, or that, or I'm just getting too good at this. They, like, let me see them here. Then, of course, I'll never show you them without their system. There's their X. That's a made system inside that, and then this is the other side of what they're looking out of. So this is where they're on this side, I guess, I don't know. So this is that video I did from the road. People wanted me to take a look in the forest, which I was going to do anyway. This place was just too good. So this is what it looks like where I'm zooming to right now, just to remind you of that nothing is pareidolia. The only things are is what people don't understand. Stop fighting things that you don't understand. Not you guys. I think I'm like, in case someone watches this in 20 years, I'm saying this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know where it comes from. I think this is what the message they're sending. I think. It just comes through my brain constantly. Remember, they are the force. They built this earth, I think, you guys. Remember, just trust, because I know the uploads, it makes it difficult, but I can see his eyeballs while I'm there and on the video right here. There's a set of eyeballs, literally, right there. And they use that dead pine. It's one of their tricks. It's something they use at every place. They're right in there. It's hard to tell exactly what they're doing, but this is they're at that teepee where they go right in the ground in that structure. It's really amazing, this spot, you guys. So this is nothing incredible, but I just really want to show you this fireplace spot that's really in the middle of these other places I research. And I never pull in there for some reason, and I did. So it's not a mind-blowing situation, but I want you guys to see it because it's just cool. And I wanted to isolate it from other videos. Just an extra little video for the day, that's all. Hope you guys have a great day. Like God did, but... So yeah, he can look like a piece of wood. This guy told me this, that did this for 50 years. He said they can be anything. And he said, I think he was telling me, like, he died, so, but I think he was telling me that, like, he's like, you can go up and touch it even. And you might think it's a stump. So I'm going to show you the fireplace, but I just wanted to throw this clip in as well because it's amazing, this little spot here on the other side of that memorial. About unplanned. Remember when, I haven't heard this song in a while. Oh, I just turned it off. You know what it was like, don't go breaking your heart. Yeah, let's listen to this. People ask me, this is how I get here, guys. This is what I was trying to tell you the other day. I have so many piles of this. This one was cool because I turned off. It was just straight, there's the road right there. So that's all been flattened down. It was all that was bigger than this one. Look at the new piles on top. How does an animal that doesn't exist at 13,000 feet? Isn't that funny? People tell you it's an animal, but animals don't exist at 13,000 feet. 12,500. Well, squirrels, tree squirrels, that's it. And there you go. You can even see, they have no problem showing you that they walked all the way from in there. You can even see them breaking the stumps coming out. You can follow the trails every time. I do see there's marks on it. I don't know if those are footprints or not, or if it's from them. See that? There's like round, very unexplainable roundness on there. It's them. And then look. It's exactly the same amount of dirt. You see that? 2 different times. Maybe different depths, but I think it's just because of tomorrow that'll all look the same color. This was just done. And look at the top of it. You can even see the marks from whatever was doing it. It's these others. They don't care. This is their earth. They made this earth. Over now. And I'm trying to go 10 miles from here, at least, right? Because it's a pain. You guys get to see my gear. I'm like a really aggressive rider, so I go very fast in places where normal people can't. Even people that race cannot keep up with me on, like, enduro-wise. Like, people that do motocross think they're really good at enduro. You'd be surprised. Usually it covers over, but my skill in bikes was always to be able to go extremely fast on dirt roads, trails, things like that. And other people can do this too, by the way. But I'm just saying, like, for my age, In fact, I was thinking about it on the way up. I'm like, you know what? I really should do a race before, because I know I'll win. I know in the 50 class, whatever it is now, enduro, I know I'll be first or second every single race. So there is a couple other people like you. Remember, there's always someone better than you, no matter what you think you're good at. Usually, anyway. Look at this. So I see these piles of dirt. You know what this is? Look at that, you guys. That's not possible. Okay, that water never gets higher than right there, ever. This is a tributary stream. It might get up to there. It's never going to overflow, as you can see. If it happened in the last 10 years, you'd have evidence right here. There's nothing. I know the lighting's not great. Here's where they walk in, right? See that trail? Look at that. You know where this is? You don't need confirmation back there because I already did it. If you walked, literally, let me see, right there, for a half a mile, you'd come out to a stream, the real stream that this divides out of. This is the water from that stream. And then you'd come to that memorial. So I'm on the other side of that memorial. And I didn't want to stop here, but I saw their new multicolor pile of dirt. I had to stop. It's a very magical place. Terry got great. Oh my God, Terry, you got him. He got them here, you guys. Like right by the memorial, I was there, and they were like right in a tree like that. But they're huge, like big, and you can see them all. Every one of them. It was pretty cool. I was surprised because I knew it was possible, but I just didn't think they were there. And then, of course, look at this. This is the low side of it, which is, believe it or not, the best. Well, I don't know if it's the best, but it's really good because it's so big and has the trees too. It's hard to film because that's where my drone is, up there somewhere. Not right there, but about a mile to the left. Just can't hold the zoom that far. One day, as soon as they can get the computer to do the stabilization, oh, you guys, that's too good. I mean, let me show you. This was worth it just forget about what I'm going to show you in here. I want to, look, piles of dirt everywhere. Look, brand new, they're everywhere. Hundreds of them, look, being brought out of the forest. Each one has a disturbance from the forest. You guys, look at that forest. If I say forest one more time, shoot me. Look at that. Oh my God. That is, I can't get there. I have to get there. Look at that. You see how perfect it is? You guys, it's never had one flaw in the history of that forest. There's not one gap in, more or less. That's one dark forest right there. And look where it is. Right on all those rocks. Look where you can see. Oh my God. That's the world of all worlds. I promise you, if I go in there, that I'll show you things that no one has ever filmed before in the history of the subject. It's a promise. There he is. No way that's a shadow. See the white thing in front of him? Carlos, your latest timestamps again. White thing right in front of him. Remember, guys, I'm down to about 5 more seconds to hold that. I would just sit here for 2 hours. It's just too hard. You can't hold the zoom that far. With your neck, everything starts to hurt. It's too hard. You're holding your breath. So when the computer takes over, that'll be good. We'll have a computer stabilization. I have internal stabilizers, but, or it'll be even worse. So in other words, I need a computer that controls the internal stabilizers. Then we can zoom and move the camera, and not worry about it. That'll come eventually. It's not something everyone does, so I don't think there's a huge demand for that. Can you please fix the zooms on the cameras? No one's zooming that far to show you things. So here's where the dirt, I know for sure. I mean, it could be 100 yards that way, but this is where the dirt's coming out of. Now, why not just put the dirt right there? No one would ever see it in a million years. Just put it right there. They bring it out on purpose in most cases. And they put it right in the middle of the road, too. Like, no one thinks anything of it. Piles of dirt in the middle of the road. This is the kind of thinking I'm talking about. See, these guys are different than where I just was. Look at that, you guys. This is where your dirt's coming from. Guess what? Let me show you where. I've known for a while now. I'm not saying this tree. You find the right tree, you'll never know it really, except for the Smurf entrance. What they're doing is digging out all the roots. So as this spider's out, they literally dig a home, and the roots are like the chandeliers and stuff. Like it's the roots come through their rooms and then go back into the ground. Water comes through there, everything. I think they can attach something to that root of tech, like a little wire. And then there's photosynthesis happening right there. And then they dig out this dirt every day. Every single day. So that's what tells me there's just many, many of them, I think, is the answer. Look at the sticks. That's not possible. It's not possible. Probably this one. Nope, those are just poked for pine cones. 2 pokes. But there's no pine cones here. Look at this, you guys. I was so close to here, look, and it's all marked. Seriously, a few videos ago, no idea. I can see, you know what it is? Above there. Oh, wow. There it is. Terry, I'll bet you those guys came down. However they do it. Because I was down in those woods over there, and I knew that the guys that Terry showed me weren't from there. At least that's what I still think. They're from up there. They're from inside this mountain. And they just came there because it's me. Right there. Because I'm the only human being in the world that will ever talk to them here. The only one in the world. Think about how famous that makes you among them. It doesn't matter what a person thinks of you. So someone else could be like, oh, they wouldn't pick you. It's like, that's what makes you an idiot. They're not you. They see things, they see what no one else can see. Don't you wish we could? So I'm in the most magical, in the middle, where I've never been before. Like, let me show you. Like, I gotta show you what's going on here. This is really cool. Well, I don't feel like walking up that hill, so if you were to go down here, right? Look at this. I'm telling you, they care about this hole. There's like this crazy hole in there. Look. So up in this forest, right? I almost went there today, but I ended up not going. This is a trident. See, remember when I say trident, it has it's almost like grafted in there. And then it has the third. It's a trident. Beautiful trident. And then look at this. Something walks up here all the time. And then there's this incredible dip down in there. And it's marked right there. That's theirs right there. So what do? We're going to check the tree just for the heck of it. Something just moved to my left in the woods. I'm not kidding. Did you hear it went t-t? Is that one of their piles of dirt, or is that one of them pretending to be the ground? It looks like a pile of topsoil, which means it came out of that forest. See? In that case, they're just dumping it way away. They put it way away. Oh, there's lots of piles. See all the piles? It almost looks like a being and as a bush. Because look, they were in there. So the reason I know is because way down there, it's like it actually worked. I'm a mile back or two, but way up in there is the best place ever, right? It's just, I've had Edgar, I've had Brandon in there. It's just too good. Watch this. This is so good. So anyone that's ever been for a cruise with me up here, Nico, Peter, I think Peter, I don't know, Peter, I didn't take you up this way. Brandon, Kelly, Alex, you guys all saw this from the road. I always show this from the road, but I've never been behind it. Look how behind it is. Because you can pull in here and there's once someone made a campfire, and it's crazy what they've done at the campfire. Like how they respond to people after they leave, it's pretty crazy. Let me show you. It's all with their wood. They don't understand that part. It's one thing they really don't get, is that you'll notice that that's not how you would do it. Like it's the generalization, but there's like certain things that you would notice that you can tell they're doing it from being taught it, not from doing it. Like, having to do it. Look at this. So you guys have all seen that from the road. Nico. I know you remember, like, when you're driving up here, you can see it. Chris Kramer, I can't remember if we came up this way. Man, my tooth, you guys are really having trouble. My tooth it's going right into my gum. It's like my molar, the one all the way in the back. Man, I cannot tell you. Most of you probably have that pain. It's brutal. It's day consuming how painful this is. Watch this. I don't care. Look at that thing. All right. It's incredible unique. I've never quite seen a hole like that before. Like, I don't know how that was made in time. Right here. And then watch. So someone had a fire here a long time ago, it looks like. Maybe, I'd have to say it's been years and years. 4 years ago, say, right? Doesn't even matter. But look what they did afterwards. It's so funny. They even got the kindling. Okay, because look. You can tell, nobody would ever get that much. Like, this is all their wood. They piled it up. How many times have I shown this now? Where I tell you at the campsite, like after the people leave, they'll make a pile of wood so you don't go in the bushes and get your own wood. Like, they like to limit it. And or they just try to help, one or the other. Trident. Look at the little pile of kindling. And then Trident. Okay, they're telling you they made the pile. It literally touches the Trident. Trust me, they made that pile, okay? I believe a human made that a long time ago, I think. I don't think they make fires. Could they? Sure. I just don't think they do. Like, not here. I don't think they do. Let's just take a quick peek. Look at the trail. No surprise, because if someone has stayed there, there's always a trail from where someone sleeps, right? Because they want to see what's behind them and they go pee. This is all them. They must have been watching this guy. It's a guy, believe me. Oh, power lines. I should have known. So, where am I? Pile of dirt. These are the most active power lines maybe in the world. I'm not kidding. To be proven anyway. Like, that they've been proved. Let me see where I am. Oh wow, look what they did in the ground down there. The ground structures down there. Maybe not. So where am I? Oh, right in this forest. Wow. Is that where it is? Somewhere on this power lines. I think it's further. Oh yeah, it's up there. Okay, right up there. So that forest is insane. That's where I got the dog that barked at me last year. Remember? Roof, the dog barked. Look at dirt on top of grass. Look at it all. Nobody notices. State science, like a scientist could be out here, he wouldn't know. They don't know anything. Remember, if you're taught in a school, you don't know anything. You're just learning compiled information from other humans. So basic stuff, yeah, like maybe testing water, or, but as far as figuring out who you are, and if you're listening to science, you're an idiot, okay? Science knows nothing of this earth, okay? If you're a scientist, which Peter is, because he's really smart too, so I was going to compliment you next. If you're a scientist, you're probably really smart. I mean, these guys are really smart. Peter's a really smart guy. This guy that comes out, he's on my page, he's on my Patreon, and he's done a video with me out here a couple years ago. He almost made it this summer, but he couldn't. He sent me a message, said he couldn't make it. He might still make it. If not, I'll probably see him next summer. He's just a nice, great guy. Got his own whole story in this. Doesn't need me. It's like, I think, guys like him, I'm the same thing. If I had to leave this, I would find someone, I'd be like, if I can't, we're going to start someone. I'll do the opposite than anyone's ever done. I'll put the support there first, and then we'll all hire somebody. Look at the bend sideways, containing their spot. It's so good right in that forest, you guys. That's the forest line. You go down there, and down that up in that mountain, and I have these incredible spots in the forest. I did videos on them. I'm not gonna. If you don't understand where they are, I can't help you. Dog barked last year, really loud. I was out here, but not a real dog, like one of them. Woof. I'm just trying to limit my voiceovers lately, but sometimes, I'm not sure. Most of the time, I'm exactly sure, and that's why I'm showing you. But once in a while, I feel like I've got them in their magic where you can't really see it and no one's going to believe it, but I want to show you anyway. I believe that's what's happening right there. It's very difficult, but that's what people need to start focusing on. Things that regular people can't. That this is what I need you guys for. Not even the regular timestamp people that are just watching. If you learn to appreciate, just to find them in their magic, you'll start to see it very quickly, you guys. Just remember, the hard stuff is where it's at. That's what you want to do, because it gets you over this hump, and then they love you. It's as simple as just your basic knowledge of them means everything to in a result of what you'll get from them. Over now. Fake fire. Look at the wood one more time. So look at their system before you go down, which, by the way, they're going down. That just right there, right? Weir pile of wood that surrounds the fire. That's all in a system. It's all tridents, right? Pile of wood that's like 20 years old, which burns incredible, right? Touching a trident, that's another trident. That's a V. That's in a structure. That's all off of the ground. Okay, I cannot emphasize to you enough that nothing I'm showing you touches the ground. Okay, ever. And then they have the aspen leveling this one exactly the way they want it. That's an X. Now, is it natural? No. They told you they did it by adding the third. It's taught in their school. They literally are taught that in school. Around. Guys, I just want to remind people to not just with me, but in the world, to open up a little bit. There's a lot of fake stuff going around, so it's easy for people, you can hardly blame people for not believing stuff, right? But there's many, many people out there. In fact, YouTube is a great place. You'd be surprised, if it's a regular YouTube channel and they're, trying to make content, it's different. But if you're following, it could be someone doing flowers. Someone that does a real life channel, right? They don't get a lot of attention because no one wants truth, or they really don't want to learn anything. They just want to be entertained. I do too. That's how I know this, because that's me. But I also want truth. I'm addicted to truth now. I like to find it out. It's exciting. Let's add some fact to faith, which I've already done. Okay, that it's exciting. So what I'm really just trying to say is, not just with me, but in everything. Even if you have to fight it, just open your heart and your mind to everything. Just let it come in. Don't deny. Don't be that's a negative person. Open, just like when your kid's telling you something, it's not true or something. Just accept, just no matter what. Just be open and kind. You'll see this pay off very quickly. But you have to do it genuinely. That's all. You'll see the results. I have no idea what I'm talking about. You guys, I'm working on a longer video. I hope that you have a great day. And what I say, I feel like comes from this forest. not just from me. Like when I say things like this, and you can not listen, totally cool. I just some people will. They understand that there's a message being sent here to us.